Good morning, folks. How are you doing? I am Scott. Bo is taking a nap at my feet down here. Today is the 27th of August, 2022. It's a nice Saturday down here at Tampa, Florida. At about 9:30 in the morning, I believe. Let's see. Yes, 9:32 in the morning. How are you doing, folks? I'm good. Just a very short, very brief video just to show you how our glorious system works. Yesterday, I did a video about Muriel Bowser trying to impose an illegal faux vax mandate on kids. As I pointed out, it's in direct opposition to the new CDC guidelines. And as I also pointed out, the vast majority of those kids she was going to separate from their right to a public education were African American. And in fact, it's a large chunk of the 12 to 17-year-old African Americans in the District of Columbia. I posted this yesterday morning. This is my morning video. I also mentioned in my second video yesterday that in my opinion, she knew that this was going to be overturned, or at least there would be an injunction filed, and she would lose. But I theorized that she was doing the same thing that Joe Biden did about this time last year when he tried to impose a mandate on government employees and others across the nation, really. And said it was going to come into effect at a certain time, and you better fucking get your shots and get your jabs, otherwise you'll lose your job. So he knew it was not going to hold up, but he did that in order to try to frighten people into getting more jabs, using his bully pulpit, so to speak, to scare people into getting more jabs, knowing full well it would be overturned, it would be blocked. Well, I think she did the same thing with not only the students, but also her own goddamn employees. I linked to an article. I should mention this. I made a mistake yesterday. I linked to an article here about the vaccine mandate was unlawful for D.C. Superior Court, D.C. employees, and that it was, I thought that article was from December. It turns out the order was from December of last year, and it was put on hold. It was supposed to go into effect in January and then February, but it was put on hold. The article that I linked to was actually dated August 25th. So the judge had just issued that ruling. I also stated that that ruling could be used to help at least get an injunction, stop this process. This was her article that I talked about yesterday. Well, no, this is the article that I talked about yesterday. I mentioned this, but here's the good news. This is the news report that what I was talking about yesterday. I thought it was from December. It was actually from the day before. This is the updated article from Fox 5, talking about how Mayor Bowser's COVID-19 vaccine mandate for D.C. employees was finally ruled unlawful. Somebody pointed out to me on Twitter, thank you very much. I would like to give you a shout out, but I can't right now and explain in a minute. The D.C. mayor's No Shots, No School program postponed hours after a separate COVID vaccine mandate was struck down. So that's what happened. This has been postponed until January. Of course, it will be struck down completely before then. So kids in D.C. can go to school. They can attend school. Now, Yesterday, this is the only thing that I posted on Twitter with relation to COVID-19. I might have retweeted a couple of things here and there, but whatever the case may be, I think this is a win. This is a win for the kids in D.C. This is a win for their families. This is a win for all of us who are opposed to these goddamn Nazi vaccine mandates. And that's all I can say. It's fascist Nazi vaccine mandates. That's all I can say about that. This is a win. We get a W. But with every W, there comes an L. My account's been locked at Twitter for talking about COVID-19. So I'm sorry I couldn't give a shout out to whoever it was that showed me, that gave me a link to that new article yesterday that popped up about her mandate has been postponed. I'm sorry, I appreciate it. I wish I could, but I can't. Apparently, I had to pass an ARCOS challenge. I think an ARCOS challenge, if memory serves, are those stupid pictures things I gotta do? I gotta do a picture thing. To prove I'm not an anti-vaccine Russian bot. So I thought you might enjoy taking a peek at this. And let's see if I can pass it. They say that they determined that my account violated the Twitter rules, specifically for violating the policy on spreading misleading and potentially harmful information related to COVID-19. I want you to think about that. Potentially harmful information related to COVID-19. And what I posted was a video about this person requiring people who are unvaccinated be treated differently in spite of the CDC focus, the CDC new rules and guidances, and her doing that in spite of the fact that the CDC says students can now stay in class after being exposed to the virus. It has nothing to do. There is no fucking difference. You cannot mandate. And it is harmful to mandate these shots to be given to kids, or else they lose their right to a public education. And she did that to the children in her own district. Not only her own employees, but her own district. Especially now at a time when we know there is almost zero chance of a child dying from COVID-19, and most kids have already had it in the first place and have natural antibodies. And hang on a second. And kids are getting sick and having myocarditis and heart problems as a result of these fucking things that she was trying to impose on them. And so I was pleased that I had done this, looking out for kids in D.C. And apparently, the courts agreed with me. And yet, I'm the one, Twitter thinks, is spreading misleading and harmful information. This is possibly a bot, possibly an algorithm in the AI from Twitter that needs to be updated. It's interesting, isn't it? Look at this. Look at this. They suggest you go look at the World Health Organization for facts about COVID-19 and not the CDC. And yet my video that was, I'm sure is what got me put in the doghouse, has right there the new guidance from the CDC relating to COVID-19. So don't look at the CDC. Instead, go to the World Health Organization. World Health Organization is a global institution, and CDC is ours. Anyway, let's take a look at this. Let's see if I can get back on Twitter. Past the ARCOS challenge. This would be so fucked up if that's what it is. That's all I had to do. I guess I passed. There you go. Well, I guess I passed, folks. That was a hell of a challenge. How much did Arcos get paid for coming up with that fucking shit? The Arcos challenge, that wasn't. Okay, I don't know what that is. Let's stop that shit. Okay, so I'm back on Twitter after all that. But that's today's news. Today's news is the No Shots, No School program postponed so the kids in D.C. can attend school, which is their fucking constitutional right. And I guarantee you that this thing will be, again, kicked out. This fucking fascist Nazi mandate of hers will be kicked out by January the 3rd, 2023. It's rare that I get to give you a little bit of good news. I am so happy. I'm going to take this as 2 wins then. Apparently I single-handedly beat fucking Bowser's vaccine mandate for kids, and I beat Twitter's fucking Arcos challenge without really even trying. It's pretty cool. Anyway, guys, have a good Saturday. I'm going to be doing not a Twitch stream yet. I'm thinking about doing political Twitch streams on Tuesday, and then a game Twitch stream on Thursday. So if you guys want to do that, watch me play a stupid game and get my ass beat by games that fucking 12-year-olds defeat regularly, then that's the thing to do on Thursday evening. That's my plan, I think. Tuesdays and Thursdays. But this evening I'm going to be doing a chat with Aunt BB. I'm going to talk about a lot of things. One of them being what's going on with the Lyndon LaRouche organization. Should be very interesting. Aunt BB's all over it. And it'll be a nice chat. Anyway, there you go to the kids of D.C. and kids everywhere. And parents of D.C. in D.C. and parents everywhere. Take the W. Take the win. Take it from this anti-vax Russian bot from Twitter. We're not going to have we haven't had a whole lot of W's in the last 2.5 years. Take them where you can get them. This is a big one. This is a big one. And I'm sure the students, I'm sure the teachers, I'm sure the faculty are all very happy. Very happy. It seems that this person, Mayor Bowser, is all alone in her little quest to prove what a good little sycophant she can be to the World Economic Forum's operation agenda and, of course, to Big Pharma. Hopefully, by time January the 3rd, 2023 rolls around, she will no longer be the mayor of D.C. because of this. And I sincerely hope that they remove her from office, obviously by the ballot box, or she just has to resign. Because this is unforgivable. Anyway, I thank you guys for your time. I'm back on Twitter, so there you go. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.